Right, ladies and gentlemen, you can't have failed to notice that the Autosport stage is sponsored by KX, and the energy drink, which is owned by Tesco, of course, are in their second year of the KX Academy, which aims to find, unearth, nurture talent in the slippery slope that is the way to success in top international motorsport. I'm going to talk to two men behind the scheme, first of all, and then we will meet this year's members. Please welcome, to start with, Jason Plato and David Beardmore from Tesco. What are they? Are you leaving things on my stand?
Morning.
Hello.
Morning, everyone.
Happy New Year. All good? Had a good show?
Yeah, I have actually. Yeah, there's lots to see, isn't it? It's a good show. It's a really good show. So yeah, 3 down, 1 to go.
That's it. I like this day. This is the fever day when we have real stars on the stage, and you. KX Academy in year 2, cheeky. Just talk about the thinking behind it and why you got involved.
Well, motor racing is in the UK is littered with talented people who just don't have that last bit, whether that be a shortfall in budget or they can't find the right team because they haven't got enough money. So the academy is a bit like a bursary fund. We want to find talented, determined young drivers and want to give them that a bit of a leg up and just help them get the final bit of their budget in place. But probably more important than that is what happens when they're outside the race car. That every month we've got mentoring workshops with them where we teach them about sports marketing. We teach them about how to sell and engage sponsors, a bit of media training, all those sorts of things which you learn along the way, which are really important because what you do in the car is only a small part about what you need to be a success in motorsport.
You don't just give them a pot of gold and say, off you go and start winning, do you? That's important to reiterate.
Yeah, it is, because all the way through a driver's career, he needs to have the ability to raise sponsorship. And so it's no point us finding people who've got none because they're not going to go anywhere. So our, the money which comes from KX Energy Drink, which is a Tesco product, is like a top-up.
Okay. David, Tesco is one of the biggest companies in the world. What's the thinking behind their involvement in motor racing? It's something they haven't done before.
No, I mean, this is our third year now with the Academy. KX is one of the brands that Tesco own, and as an energy drink, it was important that we put our stamp on a useful piece of marketing. And actually, British Touring Cars and the Toka package was one of those areas that we felt we could add real value to, not just with the MG KX Momentum team, but actually doing something that is very different and creating the Academy. And we've had 6 great brand ambassadors in the current KX Academy, and we're looking to drive that into this year as well.
And the Academy's been good for the KX brand and looking at the bigger picture for Tesco as well.
Yeah, I think we have to use our scale for good, and one of the things in which we do that through KX is actually making sure that not only that those drivers have real drive and determination, but if they are struggling finding that extra bit of sponsorship, then we use the fund to allow them to drive for that season.
How many people did you have apply this time round, and was it difficult to whittle it down to the best 5?
As the scheme gets more and more established, we get more and more applicants. I think a lot of drivers now see the real benefit of the Academy. So as each year goes by, we continually get more and more applicants. Is it more difficult? Yeah, of course it is. Because we still want to make sure that, it's not an infinite pot of money. And therefore, what we have to do is we have to use the resources in the best way, but actually really look at the talent that's coming through and say, can we really push them on to the next level? And Tom Ingram's a great example of that, of where actually we've really used him through that and kind of guided him through the last 2 seasons and moving him on to the next stage in his career.
Yeah, we'll meet Tom in a second, actually.
I was going to say, just picking on what David said then, we had in excess of 200, and we can get it down to about 20 relatively easily by looking at results. but then you've got 20 good possibilities. How do you then get it to 5, or 6? What's the standout? What's the differentiator? And it's not what they do in the car. It's how they present. It's the ideas that they bring to the table about what they're going to do for KX Energy Drink. How are they going to help the market? How savvy they are, how hard they work, how determined. So the results actually aren't the most important thing, and that's often. Most drivers don't think like that. They just think, oh, well, hold on, I won 4 races last year. Why not me? And I think now, as we're going into year 3, we are seeing a different approach by the applicants in that, they're not just coming in waving result sheets. They're thinking about how they can engage and do a good job for Tesco. And
you've got to guarantee that the guys will fly the flag properly, represent the brand, represent Jason, the team, the whole package, really.
Yeah, so there is a kind of base entry level that we expect. But also part of the academy is actually helping them make sure that they do behave in line with our brand guidelines, and actually that, as individuals we grow them as well. And, this industry is becoming incredibly difficult to get sponsorship. And one of the things that we do teach the academy guys is, what do brand owners expect from sponsorship, and how do you actually get a return for the brand owner?
Right, let's meet them. Let's see if you've done a good job. Please welcome first, I hope, the first graduate from the KX Academy who was dominant in the Ginetta GT Supercup last year, Tom Ingram. And he should be followed by this year's members Ash Hand, Alex Morgan, David Pittard, Sam Tordoff and Ant Wharton-Eales. Let's clear some space here. It's you have to squeeze up, guys. It's a bit tight up here. Thanks for coming on. Good to see you all. Tom, let me start with you. You had a cracking season in Ginetta's on the TOCA package. Happy with how it went, and obviously used the KX Academy momentum to help you.
Absolutely. We had a really, really strong year last year. Like we say, managing to build on everything we learned on our first year with the 55 in 2012. And coming through, we managed to have a fantastic season. Like we said, 22 consecutive podiums, and picking up all the wins we did was just about the icing on the cake. And all the work we did really paid off.
And you must be happy that the KX Academy are happy for you to continue to promote the brand and fly the flag.
Without a doubt. I've said all the way along, without the support of the KX Academy, my career would have been long over. 2012 or midway through 2012, when I had a phone call from Jace to say want you to come for a meeting about the KX Academy. It was quite exciting, and to follow it through with all the workshops we were doing and all the work we were doing away from the track, and learning very much the business of the sport, let alone just getting in your car and driving around in circles for 25 laps. It's learning the business of the sport, and there was certainly no better man than this man next to me to learn that from.
And hopefully we'll see you out driving something this year.
Yeah, absolutely. We're working hard on our plans for this year. I've made no bones about it. I've said I've always wanted to be in the British touring cars. Plans are getting closer. We're getting very near it now. But I'm doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, walking around the show and saying, I'd like to announce my plans just now, but not just yet. We'd like to say in the next couple of weeks we could have something final, and we can make a bit of an announcement. Okay, good luck with that. Ash, let me start with you. You're a bit of a star of the Renault Clio Cup. That's on the TOCA support package. More of the same in 2014 for you with this new backing?
Yeah, 2013 last year was my first year in car racing in the Clio Cup. It was a difficult year to start. We got through. Learned a lot about the car. It was just a lot different to what I'd done before. Near the end of the season, we got on the podium at Rockingham, which was a big achievement for me, being my first year. Which is now given me the opportunity to work with KX and hopefully have an amazing season in 2014. And
are you staying with are you moving teams?
Yeah, I've got to move teams this year. It doesn't bother me. I'm in a good place with KX and Jason. So working together, we can hopefully have a great season where I'm being put in Scuderia Victoria. So, yeah, I think that this season could be the one for me, and hopefully give me the drive next year to hopefully get into touring cars with KX.
Cool. Alex, you'll be hoping to upset Ash's party there, won't you, as another Clio man?
Yeah, I'm doing UK Clio Cup in 2014 as well, and I raced with Ash in the same team in 2013 with Pyro, but we're both on this new challenge with KX, and appreciative of all the support they're giving us, and we'll be with SV Racing for 2014, and looking forward to really putting our mark on the championship. And hopefully one of us will come out with the championship, but I'm gunning for myself.
You must be happy to have the academy back in, because you had a number of years away from the sport, didn't you?
Yeah, I took 4.5 years away from the sport, and last year was my first year back in car racing, and it was my first experience of front-wheel drive cars and tin tops. So I've had a good year of getting used to the circuits in the UK again, and these type of cars. And after taking a win in my first weekend, I've had a further 4 podiums this year and took second in the championship. So it's been a fantastic return for me, and it's put my name out there and enabled me to get chosen for this KX Academy. Something that I'm really appreciative for. And
BTCC, the aim, ultimately?
Yeah, I've always had my sights set on British touring cars, and I feel that another year in tin tops, getting used to the circuits in the UK, will set me in good stead for next year, and hopefully I can secure a good drive to get into touring cars and race these guys.
Good stuff. David, you're going to be following in Tom's footsteps, aren't you, by trying to win the Ginetta GT Supercup? You've been in the Ginetta family a while, and it's obviously working for you.
Yes, the Ginetta family provided a fantastic ladder from the starting out in the Ginetta GT5 Championship on the British GT bill, and now the new GT4 spec Super Cup on the touring car bill is a perfect stepping stone for that. Staying within the family, with the media groups, the parts guys, etc. And I'm looking forward to being in front of some huge fans out there. Probably a few people that are out there at the moment will hopefully come say hello at the race meetings as well. And it's going to be a little while before I can get my hands on the car, but I'm sure Danny Buxton's SV Racing team will provide me a fantastic car, and I can't wait to get my hands on it and get on track.
They're proper cars, aren't they? They're rear-wheel drive, and they're doing lap times similar to the touring cars.
Yeah, they're 370 brake horsepower. They've got the flappy paddle gearbox this year, which should be an added bonus. Lot of aero on the car as well. So it should be it's certainly close racing out there, and certainly looking to follow in Tom's footsteps and bring the championship back to the KX Academy again.
Sam, you've already made the jump to the cut and thrust of BTCC, and you're now a race winner in there. So it's obviously all going to plan for you at the moment.
Yeah. It's 2013 was a fantastic season for me. To be part of the KX Academy and get the leap into the touring cars was a dream come true, and we really exceeded our expectations this year. And we managed to get a pole and a win. So it's been a fantastic year, and I'm thrilled to be back and part of it again, to give the Academy something back that they gave me.
And once you've won, the pressure's on to keep winning, isn't it?
Yeah, it certainly is, and right from day one in the MG KX Momentum racing team, we're there to finish first and second, and it's up to me now to make sure JP's number 2.
A wry smile from our man here. He's good, isn't he? He pushed the team, he pushed you.
He did a great job last year, a really great job. He's fast. He's, his technical feedback and abilities in the car are good. And one of the nice things for me is his feedback and what he feels in the car is very similar to mine. So effectively, I can trust his analysis of whether when we make some changes, if they're good or bad. So we can develop the car a bit quicker. As for me being his number 2, he's insane. Man's lost his marbles.
Well, we'll see. Finally, Ant, winner in Clio Cup last year, including that bonkers move at Rockingham when you went from, I think you were about 313th on the grid, and you went straight to the front.
Yeah, we didn't really have the best start to the season last year. We had 3 DNFs, and then I sort of pieced it together halfway through the season. We had a podium at Croft, and then moved on to Rockingham, where we qualified 12th. And went straight around the outside of everyone around the first corner and came out in the lead. There's still a lot of people ask me how I did it, but I'm just going to say everyone else braked really early and I just did the normal line.
I think that move alone secured your second year on the Academy. David's nodding.
Yeah, it definitely helped, I think. The results we had in the second half of the season definitely showed how much I've learned from being part of the KX Academy, and I think this season coming, it's time to put all that into practice and try and get the championship.
They're a good bunch, David. They come across quite well.
They're very good.
Well done.
But you look at, Tom is a great example of what really we kind of stand for in terms of the KX Academy, and with we shouldn't ever underestimate again what Sam's brought to the main team. To have 2 cars that kind of finish in the way that they do and get podiums. It's a real credit to him in terms of A, the way he drives, but also the confidence that he gives the rest of the team in the academy. And as you said, kind of Rockingham was, Anne had a difficult first half, as he said, but there was something in that Rockingham race that we all saw that actually either he's absolutely bonkers, yeah, and he scared the rest of the field, but there is something in there that actually you go, you know what, he's bloody quick.
Sam on the academy gives the other guys a sort of a lift, proves that it can be done. You can get to the BTCC and help them along.
Absolutely, and there's lots of different scholarship programs out there for guys who want to get to Formula One and go the single seat route. This is unique in that it's the only one for cars with roofs, and the BTCC or the World Touring Car Championship or GTs. It's a great area of the sport to go into, and try and become a professional driver. There's more opportunities in those formulas than there is in F1. But yeah, they're a good bunch of lads. I think we're going to see some fireworks this year. I think we're going to see some great results, and it's kind of just dawned on me that I'm trying to help all these guys get to touring cars and nick my job.
There must be some habits that you don't want to pick up too. Yeah, just all nod. Yeah, I've seen you. And on that bombshell, we'll let you go. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for Jason Plato, Tom Ingram, Ash Hand, Alex Morgan, David Pittard, Sam Tordoff, Ant Waterniels and David Beardmore. Thank you, guys.